You guys might want to see this, but this is the nastiest threes goal I've ever scored. I pick up the puck. I do this to Brett Burns, shake off his hit, toe drag by Connor McDavid. Then I go to my forehand, then backhand. Phew. That was nasty.
Crosby with a one-goal lead. It's a tight game at the moment. Crosby's got the one-goal edge. Let's see if it sticks. Oh, huge collision. A chance. Stays with him, and he makes the save. He's in.
There's no way now.
David. He's in. The pressure was just too much. Go get that thing and take it to the net. There we go.
No.
Stops him in his tracks. What a huge hit. This is a full contact sport, so brace yourself for impact. Here he goes. Moving in. Goal. Sidney Crosby has taken the lead. Scores. That's a goal for Connor McDavid. And a race for the puck. Let's go. Moving in. Reads it perfectly. He shoots it. Such a smart goalie. He scores. It's McDavid in front by one. Shoots. Scores. Sidney Crosby with an amazing back.
It's easy but hard to score in NHL ones.
He's in. Turn aside. Athletic play by the
This is a high-scoring game. 6 goals in 3 minutes.
Not much time left.
3 from me, 3 from McDavid. Okay. Well, I think I won. 3, 2, 1. Yep. 3 victory. And shot.
That's the hockey game.
So,
An
it's
amazing
3.
matchup of outdoor ones. Thanks to everyone for coming out, and I'll see you
Game-winning goal.
Scotty P out.
Hospital administrators got 15 to 20. Pharma Nova executives got similar sentences. The hospital itself was shut down. Medical licenses revoked. The facility was sold. The entire 4th floor was demolished. Mira testified at the trials. By then, she'd recovered enough to speak. Ultimately, cursed. Her words were clear, devastating. She described being confident.
Flawless victory.
Unable to move or speak. She described the tests, the fear. She described learning Morse code as a child and remembering it for Christmas, practicing speaking, waiting for someone to notice. She described the night she'd spelled, help me escape. How she'd been so scared I wouldn't understand, wouldn't believe, would visit like everyone else. She described the terror of the final day, knowing they planned to track her from me, knowing she might never escape. Or silence.
Look at all the fine kids.
53 flawless victory. But you were looking.
Therapy.
Game on! Don't blink or you'll find yourself down.
One fresh start. One
He's in!
media attention. Mila started college, studied neuroscience. Said she wanted to
Shut down by the stopper. And he takes the shot. Keeper won't be beat. Not this time. Fires one. Oh, what a big save there. The goalie uses that glove to keep the puck out of his crease and keeps this play alive. What an effort. Moves towards the net.
Right top corner. Go. He disconnected.
Matthews with the one-goal lead. Matthews has taken the edge with a one-goal lead.
He disconnected. Toyota.
He shoots. Fantastic
Toyota.
chest stop.
Oh my gosh, how did you not? He disconnected.
Threw down a big-time hit on that play. Here it is. Great positioning to make the save. Thrashing about. And he scores. It's Austin Matthews with a two-goal lead. Matthews has a two-goal lead, and he doesn't look like he's going to stop there. He shoots. Goal! Matthews is winning this match. Goal!
3-1.
Leads it by 2. He somehow gets in front of that one and stops the shot. Amazing play. And there's a
He
big
disconnected.
Matthews. He's in. This is still close, but Matthews is threatening to run away with it.
He disconnected.
Exceptional work by the goalie.
He disconnected.
Shot. It's a fast
They're
pass.
disconnecting.
Only a few seconds to go.
He disconnected.
I tell them you never know.
Aha! He was almost ready to celebrate, but that shot just went wide. Has to be quick here.
Yeah.
And this one is all over. What a ride. Well, that is what I call a high-quality hockey game.
Morse code before
One
they
was
could
full
write.
of countless surprises and exceptional skills, and we saw it all today. Great work, guys.
Thanks for watching.
The players are ready to go, and the puck is in play. Here we go. Shoots it on the rebound. He's got that puck on his stick, and he's not giving it up.
67 goals against.
One stone cold. This goalie was ready for that shot. Nothing easy. He's in. He really had to stretch out there, but stayed with him. Buddy over here is hogging the puck. Moving in. Oh, baby, what a stop. And they're after that loose puck. I think the goalie is getting under their skin. Stunning save on that shot. Here we go. And he doesn't get it off. Say goodbye to that puck. A chance? Couldn't maintain possession. The clock is bleeding. Someone intervene. He scores! Matthews marks up the score sheet. Goal! Brent Burns beats the tender. OT is all we need. For the win! Not this time! A sensational save to keep this game alive. Takes the shot! Steered away by the goaltender. Deeks! Not today, buddy. Game on his stick! Outstanding stop! Great positioning! He shoots! Big save by the Tendy! Snatch that puck up and go! Leans into him on the play and things are getting physical! He's in! Knocked aside! For the victory! Scores! And Austin Matthews takes the game! Wow! What an electrifying game it was! This one took some extra time to finish, but I sure ain't complaining. Fast-paced hockey action.
She's coming. I stumbled behind the refrigerator just as Mom's footsteps upstairs. My heart hammered so loud I was sure she'd hear it through the gap between the kitchen walls. I watched her hair wild, nightgown stained with old coffee. Mason, her voice had that sharp edge that meant the voices were talking to her again. What are you doing? Getting water, he said, moving to block her view of the kitchen. Mom's eyes narrowed. She pushed past him, nostrils flaring like she could smell my presence. Something's wrong. The balance is off. The curse is moving. She headed straight for the basement door. My whole body tensed. In seconds, she'd see the empty room, the open door, the missing prisoner. Mason followed her. No, she spun on Mason.
Once hockey is all about you. No excuses to do it or lose it.
She's looking hard for Kevin. Where is it? Where is the peanut? There. It's gone. The thing is gone. We're all going to know. It makes yourself smaller than it's like how I do.
Puck is in play and it's time to go.
The moment you have a nice big something.
He's in. Great defensive play. He'll want that one back.
Before they can do it again. If it's free on his birthday, the first
Well saved.
The shot, it can't have gone far. Look at how pale and
This is still a one-goal game with McDavid in the lead. Shot! Oh, he got in front of that one. No easy goals here. He's got an iron grip on that puck. No one has been able to take it from him.
Why does Mom keep sticking with me calling her daughter her birthday? There's something really strange about how she can decorate
There's a shot!
and burn messages.
Six! Oh, he uses pads to knock that one aside. Throws it on net. That one didn't give him much trouble. He's not letting go of that puck. Complete domination.
Headshot,
Puck
2-3.
possession right now.
BC. With a flawless victory.
He's in. Not this time. Not much separating these players, but McDavid is nursing that one-goal lead. Goal! Connor McDavid scores again, and he's up by 2. Deeks! And he comes up, scores! Sidney Crosby! Heads out front, and he can't get the shot off. This is it. Takes the shot, and no goal there. The goalie gets his body in front of that.
Both flying shells, all the things I dreamed of, crammed into one beautiful space. But I couldn't stop to marvel. Mom's footsteps were already returning to the house. Under the bed, I found a world of forgotten treasures. Stuffed bunnies, lost socks, crumbled homework. I wedged myself between boxes of old toys, trying to become invisible. The door burst open. One flashlight swept the room like a searchlight. I know you're here, she sang in that sweet voice. I can smell the curse. 16 years of basement rot. The light passed inches from my face. I held my breath, pressing flat against the floor.
Well played. Connor McDavid leads this one, but only by 1. Go, 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 go! Snatch that puck! Unloads it! Great save to shut down that shot. Killing it! Final seconds are disappearing. Goalie gets square and stops the shot. You heard the buzzer, and that's the conclusion to this electrifying matchup. What a game for the ages. The game has come to an end, and it was a great matchup. Fortunately for you, you can get more outdoor ones in just a moment. We'll see you at the next matchup.
We'll all be cursed forever. He pushed a granola bar and water bottle toward me. I'm sorry for everything. I should have let you know. I grabbed the food with shaking hands, trying not to devour it like the animal they do. The granola bar tasted like heaven. Sweet, crunchy, full of flavors I'd never experienced. She's getting worse, Nathan continued. Dad's already hammered and it's only 9 in the morning. Luke's so scared of me. He paused, studying my face. Really do look like her, like Mama. More than 6 months ago. I wanted to ask you, what was she like before? Did she ever mention me? Did anyone ever scream from the basement? But footsteps on the stairs cut the conversation short. Nathan just was picking a burning shirt in her face. Stay quiet. I'll try to lead them away from the house. The door opened. Mom's business. Hair pulled back in a greasy ponytail. Eyes darting around. Talking to someone, Nathan? She stepped closer, nostrils flaring. The basement mouth was secret. Mom, don't lie to me. She whispered. Do you want your brother to die? Do you want him to live? She didn't know.
It's time for our mascots to shine, fans. Off the ice, they've cheered on their respective teams for years, but now they get to show off their on-ice skills. Keep it simple out there. Find the money puck and bury it. Game on! Gets his leg on it. Big stop. Sensational stop by Demko. His energy is electric. The goaltender stops the play, but only for a moment. Time is taken down once again. No, sir. Great pad save. Knocked aside with the blocker. On your feet, fans! Who wants some free t-shirts? Yeah, that's right you do. Jimmy's got the old t-shirt cannon loaded up with some XL. Goal! Goal scored.
Quick on the wrist as she raised the knife again. She turned off, spitting curses.
Great finish from the mascot. No time like right now to retaliate with a goal of your own. Let's see. Great save, bigger heart. What a guy. What a save. Coming in. And no! Not today, sir. Not today. That's a wicked stop from our masked man. Denies him with the pad save. Courageous block shot on his part. The big hit. A couple of mascots just gets the blocker on it. And he makes the stop. Great use of the stick on that play. Takes the shot. Him and the goalie. And he barges in, but the goalie shows him the door. We had a stoppage in play off that frozen puck, but the party rolls on. What a save by Demko. This kid is in all alone. And he can't hide it. Goaltender had him all the way. He's got the eye of the tiger.
Scared, as usual, but didn't I want to be home? Didn't I want to stop hurting everyone? Tomorrow at midnight, when February 28th began, she would save me, save us all. She stood and gestured toward the basement door. Time to go back, she said. Just one more day. I could do one more day, couldn't I? For Mason and Luke, I knew running would trigger her completely, so I walked to the basement door, each step heavier than the last. Mom followed close behind, humming a lullaby I remembered from the bench. The door stood open, waiting. The darkness below seemed to breathe. At the top of the stairs, I turned back. Mom held a hammer in her hand, pulled from somewhere while my back was turned. Not to hurt me, she promised, just to fix the lock Dad had broken. Keep me safe until tomorrow night. I was her special girl, her leap year baby. Everything would be better.
Okay, fans, our
I was
next special guest wears the
door
iconic
slammed shut,
four
and heard the
feathers
hammering
from
voice
the
talking,
team he
no more
loves
ping
at
pong, no more big fish, just
One of
darkness
the
and
most
pushing
iconic
me.
mascots in the NHL today.
Welcome.
And
Over,
straight
but I
from the
wasn't
Windy
the
City of
hero
Chicago,
started
it's
2 days into
Tommy.
the change. My heart was beating on night. I left that I tasted hope. I didn't wait passively for whatever horror might come. The basement had a small window, painted black and boarded open. I'd never tried to break through it before, except in my prison, but now I with a desperate strength, using the toilet tank lid to smash at the board. Splinters flew and my hands bled, but I kept hanging. Scared, Mom was singing. How did maybe she wanted me to escape. Maybe this was part of her plan. Letting me hurt me, wishing she could. I didn't care about this was logic. I just needed out. The first was and so the moon the first natural light from prison in 16. I
He's got a step.
ignoring
And he
it.
comes up
Another
with
board
it.
game break. The opening was small, so high, and it was malnutrition. I heard footsteps back multiple times. Mom had woken me up, telling me tomorrow. Breaking the board closed.
No, sir, not today.
Those words joined in, trying to calm everyone. Luke was crying again. The last door didn't. The whole body felt it cracked and cold. Above, the footsteps moved toward the basement door. Mom was coming to check on me to make sure her sacrifice hadn't escaped me.
Stop him. Where did he go?
I squeezed through the opening, skin tearing and broken wood. Blood spread the floor fast and fast. I'd never been
Oh my
never felt
God,
gas under
it's a
my feet
total
or wind on the face.
victory.
The basement door rattled. Mom shrieked.
And he
She
slams
was
the
out when she
door
found me.
shut.
I
Glorious
tried to.
stuff
My
by
legs gave out.
Goalie.
Heading for the fence. Behind me, the door burst open. Mom stood silhouetted in the doorway, hair wild, knife and bullet. She held something in her hand. The knife from Nathan's room. She wasn't chasing me though. Instead, she called out in a sweet voice, telling me to come back. The ritual wouldn't work if I was scared. I needed to.
Saves
She
it
was
with
my
the
mother.
big
She
blow.
left. I reached out.
Fantastic bit of
Baby
goaltending.
Barnes could barely pull me up. Mom was walking across the yard, still talking. Curses and love and sacrifice. And birds so
Luke's on rules, people. Game on. And he's denied by the masked man. Glorious solo opportunity, and he just can't beat the keeper.
special girl, her leap year baby.
The goalie throws the puck for a quick
One
whistle,
small ritual
but we're back to You will have to do better than that, sir. Big save by Demko.
Blood appears.
Shuts
Last
down
chance.
the
She
scoring
come
chance.
willingly or watch her.
Okay,
Watch her
fans,
fall.
we're right back at it. Throw your hands up. Oh, nice and flashy with the glove.
Scary, even long before I was just a girl. This was couldn't be cheaper. Mom looked out.
Big blocker stop.
Wait, you stop talking to little boy voice about how lonely I am. Brave for life. Toys and me. We could all be together.
Takes the shot. He stands tall in the blue paint. Big stop. Glove stop by the masked man.
Mason ran to me, nothing except for a broken family. Whispering apologies that made no sense. I leaned against Mason, legs too weak to stand alone. Nobody spoke about tomorrow. Happy birthday.
He shoots it. A big
Very
hole.
long.
Yeah!
And no, he couldn't finish it. This game keeps going. That's the period, folks. Great game of hockey, but you know what's maybe even better?
Oh wow! Oh wow!
That's right, we're now up in the concourse level. And yes, I do get a portion of that money you spend. So be a cheapskate. Third period excitement coming up.
Nathan made sandwiches nobody ate. We got them.
Let's head back on the
They
road.
did it. Touch his hair with every put it down. We sat in silence for the hot six. February 16 years, she'd never given me one. I was always it, or the thing, or the person. I didn't have an answer. How do you name yourself when you've never existed? Nathan suggested we figure it out tomorrow. Mom's medication working, and she's calm enough to offer cookies, but she's still talking about blood ways to break curses. That's a really strange mix of normal mom behavior and dangerous thinking that makes me wonder what's actually going on in her mind right now. On my birthday, my real birthday where I got to exist. Mom nodded slowly, medication already softening her edges. Dad agreed, words slightly slurred but sincere. Luke said he had a book of baby names in his room. The clock struck midnight. February 29th began, my 5th birthday. I waited for Mom to remember her ritual, her blood ways, but she just stared at her hands folded on the table. The voices were quiet, she said. For the first time in years, they were quiet. We stayed up until dawn, not talking much, just existing in the same space. The family gathered at the table, pretending to be normal. When sunlight finally came through the window, I found us all asleep where we sat. Mom sat on his shoulder. Luke curled into mine. Nathan and I leaning against each other. I woke to the smell of pancakes. Dad was at the stove, sober for once, trying to remember how to cook. Mom sat where we'd left her, but her eyes were clearer. She watched me with something like wonder, like she was seeing a miracle instead of a story. sticky notes, collected possibilities. Emma, he suggested, or Sophia, or Lily. Pretty names for a pretty sister. Mom flinched at the word sister, but didn't correct it. Mason brought down clothes from the donation bag in the garage. Real clothes that
The
almost
clock
fit.
has started ticking down.
So far, while I
We
took my
await
first
our
real
first
shower,
goal
hot water
with
felt like it
bated
my skin.
breath.
Soap smelled like freedom. When I came back downstairs, Mom had set my plates at the table. I played.
And it was written that a zebra man will come
Midnight,
forth
I
bearing
forgot
a
it was
disc
sick.
of vulcanized rubber.
We
And
didn't
yea, along with the beat he shall drop that disc, and from that the game of hockey
Mason watched
shall
Mom for trying to break it, but she
begin.
stopped it. Occasionally looking at the double of the puzzles that Mom had made. He asked if I could see a birth certificate, the real one, not the death certificate they filed. She kept it hidden all these years. Proof I existed, even when she pretended I didn't. She brought out a small hand shaking slightly. Inside the document,
Oh,
photos,
exceptional block shot
evidence
right
of my
there.
first day of life before the basement.
This is
The birth
glorious.
certificate, the name I never heard. Grace. My mother had named me Grace before Dad brought me home to his wife. Mom touched the paper gently. She said Grace was a good
Pretend you
good
decided to
thing.
make
Maybe
a
I could
safe
keep it.
play
Maybe we
and
could start
hold
over.
on
She
for
looked
a
at Dad and
whistle,
she
but
said it.
we're right back in it.
My hand under the table. Luke asked if I was grateful because I walked funny. The normalcy of his question made everyone broken.
Denies
Full
him with
laughter,
the
but laughter
clock.
nonetheless. Mom smiled, and for a moment I thought who she might have been without the sickness. Who she could maybe be again without. The day passed strangely. Mom took her medication every 4 hours. Dad didn't touch alcohol, and my brothers taught me things. How to use a computer, how to play video games, how to exist in spaces
He's
that weren't
in.
underground. I liked to be stronger and more. At the evening of her voices were reminding her of
And there's a giant hit from Austin Matthews. Nice stop. Gets a foul on it.
He suggested Mom don't rest, take extra pills, but she shook her head. The 29th was almost over. Tomorrow was
And we're
how it was.
back.
Leap year babies
Let's
only
go
existed on
break.
their day.
Let's
She had
do
to put me down
this.
before midnight for the first express. Nathan tried to
Glove
Luke
stop
held her
by
hand.
the
Dad begged her
master.
to remember the progress we've made, but the sickness was stronger than water. She stood up, swaying slightly, and said it was time. Time to go back downstairs. Time to be
So
free.
who
Time to pick up
came
the real
here to
family from the
win?
fake water. I could have run. My legs were strong enough now, but I saw the
Of
knife walk
course you
behind her, saw
can.
her fingers
Let's
switch
face
towards
it,
me. Mom's
feels
family
a
name
lot
was here,
better
so I
than
stood
your
up.
dad
Said
job.
it. One more in the basement. We could start. Mom's face crumpled with relief. She hadn't wanted to force me. She wasn't just a mother for children. I was just I needed to care.
Sensational stop by Demko.
I walked out the
His
door, each step
energy
measured.
is
Mason
electric.
shaking his head, but I whispered that it was one better. Tomorrow we try again. He let go reluctantly. At the basement door, I turned back. Mom stood there, wringing her hands. Eyes were looking defeated. Luke was crying again. Mason's fist was broken, beautiful for me. I told Mom I forgave her for the basements, for the darkness, for the years of being. I understood she was sick. Her voice was lied to her, but she did what she thought was right. Her face crumbled, and she rushed forward, pulling me to the first hug of my life. She smelled like clothes. The birds went around me. She whispered apologies into my hair. Sorry, 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 over and over. And she pulled back so I could clear the real her, not the fake her. She touched my face. No more basement, no more hiding. I was her daughter, Grace. I belonged upstairs. The clock chimed 11:30. 30 minutes left of February 29th, of my birthday, of my existence, according to her delusion. Mom looked at me.
Look at the
The voice was
flames
freezing in
coming
her head. I could
through.
see it in her eyes. But she turned away from the door. We went to the living room
Coming
together, all
through.
together. Together in the house like a real family. Mom held my hand on one side, Mason on the other. Dad put his arm around mine. Luke curled up against my other side. We watched the clock, waiting. 11:45. Mom gripped. The voices were getting louder, and she whispered, telling her horrible what would happen when Luke makes me, how the curse would consume us all, how she failed to keep the real children from the imposters. 11:50. Mom Dad tried to soothe her, but she pulled away. The medication wasn't working. 15 years of delusion was stronger than a few pills. She stood up pacing. We all watched her, tense, waiting for the break. 11:55. Mom stopped pacing, looked at me with wild eyes, said she was sorry, so sorry, but she couldn't have said, couldn't have planned. Started moving toward the kitchen, toward the knives. Mason jumped up to stop her. Dad followed. Luke clung to her. I sat frozen, watching my family fracture again. Mom screaming about curses and protection. Dad begging her to remember her pills. Mason blocking her path to the kitchen. 11:58. Mom broke free and ran, not to the kitchen, to the front door. Threw it open, tumbled into the night. We all followed, calling her name. She stood in the middle of the street, arms spread wide, looking at the sky. 11:59. Mom turned to us. Her face was painful. She had her voice was full to the truth. The only way to break the curse was to remove this.
Not
She
as
was
many
the
goals
poison.
as we would have
Her sickness had
anticipated,
stolen
but you
16
gotta
years from
love
the
this action anyhow.
the family.
Hands together
The curse was
and let the
hers.
fellas know
The
you
coffee
want some
chimed in.
goals.
She smiled at me,
Here
called me
we
Grace.
go.
She loved me.
What a save by Demko.
Grace
This
towards the
kid
highway
is
at the park.
making a name for
Turned
himself.
after her, surprisingly fast.
Oh, he's in. And no. Oh my.
March 1st,
Oh, Bender stays with
the
him
curse was
all the
over.
way and shuts him down on the solo
We
break.
stood in the doorway of our bedroom, waiting for Dad to come, waiting for Mom, but knowing somehow that only he would return. Making all the time, missionary
Oh my, he just had
wondered if it
me.
could freedom, her just mother from the book, if surviving when others had lost, could exist. The sirens came eventually. Dad came back eventually, supported by grandma. Mom didn't. The leap year baby had survived her fifth birthday, but the family
Ooh,
in its
eviscerated
place
with
was
that.
uncertain, but real. He went inside to wait for the food. answer questions to figure out what he meant. 5 chairs were on the table, but only 4 people. The empty seat stared at us, accusing. Mom's final gift, her last protection. She removed herself from the list, leaving us to fall for the
Monkeys on the board now. Nice effort.
playing the Matrix while Mason answered Disney in the living room. We all heard the notes, made calls, arranged meetings.
Hey, sweet
Standard
Dennis. The current market is a minus money bug. Oh, great
Here's
job.
looking for Mr. Klein, our kitchen table, Justin.
No, sir. Stop with the trapper.
They can poke for all and we can throughout the evening. The woman seductive of the medical records were produced from chemicals. She made phone calls, consulted
Big save by Demko. Shuts down a scoring chance.
Grace is keeping me spent 16 years at Boots. Mom showing real growth between the medication doses and Mitch in their feet blurred together.
Get the puck in the net!
No, sir. Stop by the goaltender.
Revealing vitamin deficiencies that were taken up in the every bottle in the house. Was quietly bagging them up one morning while we ate breakfast. He started attending meetings at the community.
Get the puck in the net, Austin!
Mason returned to school but struggled to focus.
The goalie gets a stop.
Oh,
Here we
he
go.
fit in my room for dinner, questioning the educational achievements of the state employer. 16 years of how teaching left strange gaps in knowledge. I could answer about literature, but had never seen basic math. Luke surprised everyone by his face. He brought friends over to meet his youth teachers, including the hard
It's all him. And he makes the save. Beautiful stuff on that
patient when
breakaway
the
check.
coordination failed. The house felt
In
different.
breakaway fashion.
This was a physical thing. A mom-shaped hole in every room. Two belongings slowly, one box
With the big
mid
drop.
staring at her photograph, locked in memories of who she'd been. And her communication model fitting through behind books, inside shoe boxes.
He scores.
Jaw tight with old anger and fresh grief. Physical recovery came slowly. First, walking to the mailbox without stopping, and around the block.
They're giving you your money's worth today. Keep them coming.
From the boys, that troubled as a pale girl who moved like an elderly woman. Killing the elderly people had been hospitalized with a tiny love. People accepted it because the alternative was too horrible to consider. A nice family in New York couldn't have had the child in the basement. Only extended order. Summer arrived with challenges. The sun hurt
He shoots it. Oh, he was ready for that one. And
long
steered it
sleeves,
aside.
industrial strength sunscreen. I learned to exist in daylight with careful increments, building tolerance like a vampire in reverse. Dad found a job at a early morning shift that paid enough to survive. He came home tired but sober, pride replacing the shame that had lived in his eyes for years. Saving for college, he wanted to soon for the possible. I started online
Do
school.
do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yo, yo.
Line up, folks. Put your hands together.
And Tony Stoller.
The Venice-style breakfast lineup is
Solid save from the 10. He tosses it to the board.
Pup.
Custom financial reports to make smarter decisions.
Big stop from the guy with the large pillows on his legs.
Everything so giving some time back. Time and time and multiply my needs.
And no red light on that play. The goalie was right on it.
Sit down. Sit down. Bam. Just get the fuck in there, man. Get the fuck in there.
Put it free. The weight of those lost years bent his shoulders, aged his face. No amount of reassurance seemed to burden. Suddenly he felt the basement door whispered into Tom's wild eyes and knife stuck to his throat. He'd crawl into my bed after that. He's already convincing stories about normal families, boring lives, mothers who put their clothes, all brought to his house, full of inspiration.
Straight from the top.
Flagged up speed, stabs and hours of phone calls, filling out forms, proving that the woman's appearance was at glacial pace. The basement remained sealed. Dad had boarded it shut the day after Mom, declaring it off limits, but I could feel it
They buried that chant
15
and
years
just
of
need
trash
2 more to
blood.
finish this
2
one.
days ago,
Sit down.
He steps up and crushes his opponent on that play.
Nathan caught me at the doorway, hammer in hand. He didn't ask why, just took the tool away and suggested we go for a walk.
Bullet right off the post.
Everything was progress when we started. Dad then refused to come through. The deep line around he started tripping again, remembering what he said before.
Oh, Storm!
Too familiar, too much like a basement. We strung lights through it,
Sometimes the
kept
safe
burning,
play is the right play. At least the goalies think so. Let's get back to it.
February 20th. Dad made a cake, Mason hung streamers, Luke invited his friends. A normal party for a girl who's never been.
Glove stop!
I cried for everything I've left. So I prepared to said trauma recovery. Good day and feeling he taught me focus ways to exist in a world that's
Stop them with
right.
the oven mitt.
Mason graduated high school. Cried overwhelming the grief for once. Luke performed in the Mason concert, voice clear and strong. He sat between them in the auditorium.
Sensational
Christmas
stuff
came
by
with
Demko.
he decorated
His energy is electric.
Dad stayed sober through the family gathering Tom had always hosted.
Guys, we needed a restart after that
The
freeze.
story was part
It's
of
a good thing, though. Keeps the refs involved in the action.
college
Here we
application for me.
go!
He was on the table. He answered a word but out of the brothers who risked everything to free. My physical therapy graduated to
That point down front. Someone get him an ice
other
pack.
members avoided the college and girls who I didn't. This goal
Quick checks him with the tracker.
a widow she came for dinner one night, nervous and kind. Luke chattered through the meal while Mason and I
Tandy held on for a whistle, but we're right
February
back
of
underway.
my
Let's
body
go.
was
Gets down for the block. Absolutely furious.
Dad found me in the first 301 section of the tunnel.
Oh, gotta keep your head up or you'll get run over. He's in, and no red light on that play. That Tandy comes up.
Dad made pancakes anyway, a new tradition. Celebrating ordinary days because we lost too many of them. Spring returns with genuine. I passed my GED on the first class. Mason University with partial college. Luke made the baseball team. Dad and Vicky grew closer, careful and slow. Life accumulated in
Hit the goal total required to take it. Go throw another quarter in the meter if you need
Do 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 do.
now for the bonus
memorial.
content.
Not for the woman who
It's
lost me
like
away,
getting
for the
some
mother
free
she'd been before
DLC.
sickness stole her mind.
OT coming up.
You can remember bedtime stories. Luke talked about cookies and hugs. I listened, learning about the strangers who shaped my life through us. Pizza on the floor just hits different when you spent 16 years eating through a slot. Grace is out here truly living her best life now. If you made it to the end, I love rooting all you.
Huge stop. Lakers make denial. A quick stop, and we're back underway. And he shoots it.
Oh no. No! Ah, Stars! You are a goat.
Pizza.
You.
And it's wide of the net. No, sir.
78 pounds from hunger, and my mom poured water on the floor while I begged for a sip. When I said, the law says you have to give me water, she smiled and said, what law? Down here, we make the rules. I looked there at the puddle so deep the country. It was over a decade ago. This morning, her hands were taking too badly to find her confession. How did you find control at least? My parents required me to fast for 1 hour for each dollar they spent on me because they believe children should feel the weight of their burden on the family. So a $20 purchase meant they didn't eat for they started when I turned 8, making me skip meals for small purchases, teaching me that my existence was a debt I could never repay. I felt, looked for the rule, and soon I was fainting in class from accumulated fasting hours. The calculations ruled everything. Every meal, every pencil, every aspirin added hours to my debt. Dad would read receipts at dinner while I sat with an empty plate watching my parents eat. $3.50 for milk you drank last week. $15 for those secondhand shoes. $4 for mandatory.
We're going to be spending the next hour for an impossible goal split into 4 different shots.
Another time.
One,
Big
super
save
fair
with the
chance.
trapper.
An
And there's a
NBA Great
massive
16
from
going
Luke
one
Wright.
goal with every club. Now this is an easy choice. Their highest rated and started to get 91 and going to buy for 600.
Big trapper stop. A little bit of Dalvin Glover.
If you think about it, 91 Harry Kane road to the finals is kind of a scam because his base is a 90 overall.
And he iced him with a massive punch. He shoots it.
This should be easy to finish. Harry?
Shoots. Scores. In front of Nutella. Love you.
One Harry Kane.
4-0.
Great news. Great news. Opposite side is one of these players for everyone.
This could win it.
Oh my, Thatcher Demko!
Let's go, Anthony.
It's Anthony Stolarz! You're doing just as good!
Special card. And I'm going to buy said special card for 700
Takes the shot.
I can add it into the team until he scores. Back. Go back to what game to do it.
Game on his stick.
Oh, Demko!
Bit of a break there after the puck was frozen. Just enough time for the players to catch a breath. We are back. Oh, what a block. You won't see that in any other sport, fans. He shoots it. That's the buzzer and my cue to grab a coffee. Do the same. We'll be back for the
This will be what?
Okay, okay. Well, one goal. It's OT for us.
Forget about your pains. Forget
Oh,
about
that's
your
twice a
sorrows.
minute.
I really need to go to the bathroom,
Hockey. Game on.
but I need to win this game before I do.
Well, this has got to be it for Vala.
No! I need to go to the bathroom! Right as I score that fifth goal, I'm allowed.
Yes, to Vala. Yes, to Vala.
Shoots. And no. Robbed of the glory by the goalie. Oh no. Robbed by the masked man. And rejected by the masked man. It ain't over
Yes,
yet.
this has got to be it.
Oh, he came out swinging with that hit.
They know what I'm trying to do. So frustrated. Game rating a lot. We won't make people if I could get started in the players, we won't make the list people. We all the players we should have. Our next team, I'm doing that, you know about getting the team. If I remember,
Yes!
Well, it was some kind of enchanted evening, wasn't it, folks? Don't let the magic end here. Visit our website and scoop up a couple of ducats to our next show. Until next time, keep both of those hands on your stick.
Oh,
That's ahead of Frimpong. That's ahead of me. Frimpong, get in there. Get in there, son. Get in there, son. I love it. Frimpong just. I could have volleyed it. I actually could have volleyed it. Yes! Volley it! Volley it! Frimpong, I love you. I just need a club with high-rated players. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to get a goalie at some point. Napoli. Oh, that's not bad, is it? Oh, they got a Varashelli. That's a great card. Now I can stick with Napoli and try and score a goal with Varashelli. Or, because I scored the last goal, it does mean I can respin the club if I want. I don't think I need to respin. But what goal are we gonna have to score with? Rainbow flick volley. So I've got to do a rainbow flick and then volley it into the goal, which may be difficult when he's only got 67 volleys. I've got 5 attempts to do it. Otherwise, I'm using Napoli's lowest rated player. Go on, bury it, bury it. Doing this one 100%. No way, no way, no way. Come on, Vara. I think we're going about it the right way. Go. Okay, that's... They get work, guys. This is worrying. Oh, when was it definitely a volley? I don't think that bounced. It didn't bounce. So that means 2 things. The first, Varashelli can get himself in the team, which keeps the 88 rating alive. And 2, I've earned myself a respin, should I need it for our next club. Ooh, who's this? Who is? There's an icon badge on it. Look at an icon. See? Oh. Just we need a high-rated icon in this team. Right, what players have Al Mbappe, 91 Vinny Jr., 91 Bellingham. You got to go Mbappe. You got to go Mbappe. Oh, 5.8 million coins. He's worth it. I don't care. He's worth it. And the amazing goal that he is going to be scoring is a full roll flick volley. Once again, I've got 5 attempts to do it, and if I fail, I'll be using Melbourne. I think we do this first time. In fact, Mbappe might just go and do it now. I don't know. No way. Oh my god! We nearly scored on first attempt! Yeah, volley it! Give it, you scumbag! Shall I stick this in? This has got to be the one. Nope, press the wrong button. Doesn't count an attempt though, because I didn't actually do the skill move. Yes! Oh! Okay. Got 2 attempts left, otherwise I'm using that awful knoll up front. Yes! Oh. I did not think I was going to do that, but that, my friends, is a bull roll flick volley. Mbappe, get your butt into my team. You have no idea how much we needed that 92 rated, but the only problem is the discard squad is now very expensive. We've earned ourselves a respin if we need it. But, oh my god, please be into Milan. Please be into Milan. Stop on his Milan. I think I know who their highest rated player is, Lautaro Martinez, but we don't need any strikers. I go for Jan Sommer, the Marco. I think we use this opportunity. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to buy him for 270 pounds. Well, what am I going to have to do with it? Oh, we've still got 2 centre-backs and goalkeepers after this time ready. Power shot. You know what? I'm actually quite happy with that. He's got 84 shot power and 87 long shots. Look, he's got a shot play style. He's got 5 attempts to do it, otherwise I'm using their lowest rated player. 64 attempts back. Right, ready? Good. You can have a quick. I'm glad it wasn't I have to score before conceding test. If I do this first time, you've all got to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Second time, you've all got to like the video? Yeah, that's what I said. If I do this in my second time, yeah. This is what. Bang, bang. Come on! That is worth a like, a subscribe, and we shall hit 1 million subs over time. Thank you so much. Subscribers, welcome to the team, DeMarco. That brings us up to a 67 rated. The 88 is alive, I think. What club is next? We've got the respin if we need it. So far, I've not been using it. I've been getting some banging, but I'm needing it. I'm definitely needing it. I will be needing this, I'm sure. San Renas. Jimena Francis in there. I know! Their highest rated cards are... Yeah, I'm using my respin. Oh, no, that's not good, guys. That's not good. Rail, off your back. Oh, they have got an 85 rated Zubimendi. We need another midfielder. Let's buy him for points. What a bargain. But what goal is he going to score? Some goals. No, not run for my own box. No, scissor kick I can do. Scissor kick I can definitely do. He's just got to score one before we concede a goal. He's going to be supported by his teammates and Brom. Please have a bad team. Oh no. I think I'm going to have to sit down for this one.
Bye, guys.